Welcome back to Ordinary. Today's episode is inspired by a thoughtful question from one of our viewers. You asked a question that almost everyone has heard at some point: which came first, the chicken or the egg? It's the kind of question that pops up in jokes, casual arguments, or even over a morning meal. But once you pause and think about it, you realize it's more than just wordplay. This deceptively simple riddle has puzzled philosophers, scientists, and curious minds for thousands of years. So what's the real answer? Is it the chicken, the egg, or something that sits in between? Stay with us as we peel back the layers of this age-old mystery, right here on Ordinary. Long before laboratories, DNA, or modern biology, people were already debating this question. In the ancient world, philosophers didn't treat it as a punchline. They saw it as a serious way to understand how life begins and continues. One of the earliest thinkers to weigh in was Aristotle, who lived over 2,300 years ago. Aristotle argued that the egg must come first. In his view, the egg wasn't just an object, it was a promise. He believed it held the chicken in an unfinished form, patiently waiting to grow. To him, the egg already contained the essence of the animal, making it the true starting point in the cycle of life. In Aristotle's perspective, nature didn't have a clear starting point. He imagined life moving in endless circles. Chickens produced eggs, eggs developed into chickens, and the cycle continued without a beginning or an end. Because of this, he never believed there was a single first chicken or a single first egg, only a repeating loop that had always existed. Many ancient civilizations shared this outlook, viewing life as something that constantly renews itself rather than something with a fixed origin. Lacking tools like microscopes, genetic science, or fossil records, these thinkers depended on careful observation and pure reasoning. Given the limits of their time, their conclusions were logical and even elegant. However, these explanations belonged to philosophy, not science. They described how people imagined life should function, not how it actually operates at the biological level. A deeper, evidence-based understanding was still far in the future. That shift finally arrived in the 19th century, when biology underwent a dramatic transformation. In 1859, Charles Darwin published On the Origin of Species, introducing the theory of evolution by natural selection. This single idea reshaped how scientists understood all living organisms, including chickens. Darwin demonstrated that species don't appear fully formed in an instant. Instead, they change gradually over vast stretches of time. Tiny genetic differences pass from one generation to the next, and slowly, almost invisibly, those small changes add up, reshaping life itself. Creatures that fit their surroundings more effectively are more likely to survive, reproduce, and pass on their traits. Over immense stretches of time, these tiny advantages accumulate, slowly reshaping one species into another. When we apply this idea to chickens, everything starts to make sense. The chickens we know today didn't suddenly appear out of nowhere. They are the result of a long evolutionary journey. Their ancestors were wild birds, most notably the red jungle fowl native to Southeast Asia. Generation after generation, these birds changed in small, almost unnoticeable ways, until they eventually became what we now call domestic chickens. Because this process was gradual, there was never a single dramatic moment when a non-chicken instantly became a fully formed chicken. Instead, the transformation happened step by step, spread across countless generations. And this is where science delivers its clearest answer yet. At some point in evolutionary history, two birds that were extremely close, but not quite, chickens reproduced. A subtle genetic mutation appeared in their offspring, making it slightly different from its parents. That small difference mattered. It marked the birth of the very first true chicken. So where did that very first chicken come from? From an egg. That egg carried brand new genetic instructions, changes that defined what we now recognize as a modern chicken. The parents were incredibly close to being chickens themselves, but not quite across the line. Their offspring was. And that offspring began life inside an egg. So, from a scientific standpoint, the answer becomes clear: the egg came first, but it wasn't laid by a chicken. It was laid by a near-chicken ancestor. This explanation fits seamlessly with everything we know about evolution. New species don't appear fully formed. They begin as tiny genetic shifts inside offspring. Those shifts occur in embryos as they develop inside eggs or wombs. In this story, the very first true chicken started its existence sealed inside an egg. In recent years, researchers have added an intriguing new angle to this age-old debate by focusing on a protein known as overclidin 17, often shortened to OC17. Scientists from University of Warwick and University of Sheffield studied how this protein contributes to the formation of a chicken's eggshell. OC17 plays a crucial role in directing calcium carbonate crystals, helping them assemble into the hard, structured shell that protects the egg as it forms inside the hen's reproductive system. What caught public attention was the discovery that OC17 is produced in the chicken's ovaries and oviduct, not inside the egg itself. This led some headlines to claim that a chicken must have existed first in order to produce the protein needed to make a proper chicken egg, implying that the chicken came before the egg. Scientists, however, urge caution with that interpretation. While OC17 plays a major role in modern chickens, it isn't unique to them. Related birds possess similar eggshell-forming proteins, and these molecules didn't appear overnight. They emerged gradually, shaped by evolution over long periods of time. The ancestors of chickens already carried earlier versions of these proteins well before the modern chicken existed. Generation after generation, those proteins slowly changed, becoming more refined and more specialized. So although OC17 is essential for building today's chicken eggshells, it wasn't a sudden biological invention. It evolved step by step, right alongside the species itself. Rather than challenging evolutionary theory, the protein evidence actually strengthens it. It shows that the biological machinery needed to produce chicken eggs was already taking shape before the first true chicken ever hatched. So, what's the final answer to this ancient question? When philosophy, evolutionary theory, and modern biology are brought together, they all point to the same conclusion. The egg came first. More precisely, it was an egg laid by a bird that was almost a chicken, but not quite. Inside that egg was the very first true chicken. Rather than spoiling the mystery, this answer deepens it. It reminds us that life doesn't move in clean, obvious steps. It unfolds slowly and subtly, shaped by countless tiny changes over immense spans of time. Every organism alive today is the outcome of millions of natural trials, patiently carried out by evolution. So the next time someone brings up this timeless question, you'll know what's really behind it. It isn't just a clever riddle or a breakfast table joke, it's a glimpse into how life itself progresses, one egg at a time. Thank you for watching. If you have ideas or questions for future episodes, feel free to share them in the comments below. We appreciate you joining us on this journey through Ordinary. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories hidden within the simplest things.